Welcome to Canadian Armed Forces Fitness, your premier destination for online fitness training in the CAF community. Our mission is to provide dynamic, results-driven fitness programs tailored to meet the diverse needs and wants of our CAF members. Join us for our weekly live and bilingual workouts with options for every fitness level. Engage in our challenges and explore diverse content from mobility sessions to targeted training programs like Force Evaluation Prep. Connect with our community by subscribing to our bulletin and following us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to stay informed on our latest updates and events. I'm Coach Saul, and together we are CAF Fitness.
Indeed, we are CAF Fitness. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Canadian Armed Forces Fitness Studios powered by PSP. I am your host, Coach Saul. Like always, have water nearby, have space to work out in, and if there's any movements that don't agree with you in your body, let me know in the comments, so I can give you alternatives for those movements. Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue dans le studio des facs en forme propulsé par PSP. Je suis votre hôte, Coach Saul. Comme toujours, avoir de l'eau à proximité, avoir un espace bien dégagé et sécuritaire. Et si jamais il y a un mouvement qui ne vous convient pas, dites-moi dans les commentaires pour que je puisse vous donner des alternatives pour ce mouvement-là. Pour l'entraînement d'aujourd'hui, on va faire des épaulés, des développés couchés et des touche d'épaule. Alors pour l'équipement, si vous avez un sac de sable qui pèse environ 20 kg, ça veut dire 44 à 45 livres, prenez ce sac-là parce que c'est exactement le sac que vous allez utiliser pendant le test force. Sinon, si vous avez des dumbbells, un barbell ou les autres haltères comme kettlebell ou quoi que ce soit ou des élastiques, utilisez-les. Et je vais vous donner des alternatives pour celle-là. Okay, so for today's equipment, we're going to be doing power cleans and some hollow body presses with equipment. So for equipment-wise, if you have a sandbag or a backpack or something that you can get up to around 45 pounds or 20 kilos, that's exactly the weight that you're going to be using in the force test. So you can go ahead and grab that equipment. Otherwise, dumbbells, kettlebells, or any other conventional workout equipment will definitely work for this workout. Okay, so today we're focusing on the sandbag lift. It is an AMRAP of 10 minutes, which means as many reps as possible in 10 minutes. So we're going to be going through a round of 6 power cleans, 12 hollow body press, and 18 shoulder taps. And then once you're done those reps, then you're going to go back to 6, 12, 18, 6, 12, 18, as many times as you can in 10 minutes. All right? Before we do that, though, I have a couple of things to put on the screen, so please make sure that you read the disclaimer, which is going to be on the screen right now. Avant de commencer cet entraînement, veuillez lire l'avis de non-responsabilité qui est affiché sur l'écran en ce moment. Finalement, il y a un lien vers Wordly dans le chat. Wordly, c'est pour les sous-titres ou bien vous pouvez me faire parler n'importe quelle langue que vous voulez, mais remarquez que ce contenu est traduit à l'aide des outils basés sur l'intelligence artificielle et bien que nous nous efforçons d'être précis, les traductions par IA peuvent ne pas saisir toutes les nuances de la langue d'origine. Okay, so there is a link towards Wordly in the chat right now, but Wordly is for subtitles, or you can mute me and have me speak in whatever language you like. But please note that this content is being translated using AI-based tools, and while we strive for accuracy, AI translations may not capture all the nuances of the original language. Time. I think that's the quickest I've said that in my life. Woo! Okay, I can breathe now. All right, everyone, it is time to warm up because we're not just going to hit the workout. I'm going to move my sandbag out of the way, make sure my space is well dégagé so that I can stretch and move. And this is going to be the exact warm-up, by the way, that you're going to do at your force test. So let's start with arm circles going forward. Okay, there is a standard warm-up, and we're doing it right now. Okay, big arm circles going forward. That's it. Big arm circles going forward. And now backwards. Okay, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Try and have your palms facing the outside while you do this. Very good. And 3, 2, 1. Let's hug ourselves now. Hug yourselves. You can walk side to side. You can pace around the room if you want. Hug, hug, hug. And you can say, I love me. Love yourself. It's important. And now let's fling the arms now. Up and down with the arms. Swing big as high as you can and as far back as you can without leaning over, of course. Okay? Make sure that your shoulders are extending in behind you. Very good. And 3, 2, 1. Shake that out a little bit. Everyone, we are going to get some high knees now. Okay? So you have a high impact version where we're driving those knees up. You can do a low impact version where you're just doing stepping. And the alternative too is to do like a sprinter's A, where you're kind of hopping as you drive your knee up. Or you can do a progression of all three. Totally up to you. Ok, on va continuer ça pour 10 secondes. De plus. Et 3, 2, 1, talon au fessier. Okay, so drive those knees down. On pointe les genoux vers le bas et on amène les talons au fessier si on est capable. Moi, j'ai des énormes mollets, alors je ne suis pas capable de toucher mes fessiers. Mais bon, c'est pas tout le monde qui est comme ça. Ok, 3, 2, 1, on fait les Frankenstein, alors on touche les orteils avec la main opposée. Mais on n'est pas obligé de toucher les orteils. Okay? Si vous n'êtes pas capable, c'est correct. On fait tout simplement garder la jambe tout droit pendant qu'on lève la jambe vers le haut. 3, 2, 1. Et on a fini avec ça. Nice job. On écarte les pieds dehors des épaules. On plie les genoux et on garde le poids dans les orteils. Ok, si vous voulez mettre un élastique autour des jambes, ça va encore plus activer les fessiers. Ok, on fait 5 pas de chaque côté, vers l'avant et vers l'arrière. C'est parti. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. L'autre côté. 1, 2, 3, 4. Vers l'avant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Vers l'arrière. 5, 4, 3, 2, gauche. 1, 2, 3, 4. Droite. 1, 2, 3, 4. Vers l'avant. 1, 2, 3, 4. Arrière. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Et on a fini. Bravo. Si vos fessiers sont pas... I don't even know how to say it. If they're not awake right now, then I don't know what will wake up your glutes. Okay. Now we're going to be doing some squats. So I want everybody to put your feet under your hips or perhaps under your shoulders. Keep your feet straight if you can. Knees go out over the toes as we bring our hips back and down. Okay, arms out for counterbalance. Hold it at the bottom for a second. Find your base here and stand. Let's go down again. Hips back and down. Knees out over the baby toes. And stand. Now let's do 3 that are a little bit more quick. And down, up, down, up. And last one quick. Boom. Yes. All right. We're going to go forward and backwards with our lunges. Now we're going to go forward with the right leg. Same leg comes backwards. You can stop in the middle if you want. That's 2 for me. We're going to go for 3 total before switching legs. And that's 3. And then we'll switch legs forward. You can just swing straight through, or you can stop in the middle. It's like you want. Okay, once you've done your 3, then feet double shoulder width apart. Okay, 2 fois la largeur des épaules, et on va s'asseoir vers les talons. We're going to keep our heels down. Toes can come up if you need to. Drive your knee that's bending out over your baby toes. Let's go. 1, 2. You can do 10 total. 3, 4. You can even stay low. 5, 6 if you want. 7, 8, 9, 10, and come on back up. Beautiful. Okay, let's hit the deck. Plank position. Hands on the floor. 1 foot beside your hand. Drop your knee to the floor. So knee is beside the shoulder ideally. Inhale. And as you exhale, drop that elbow towards the instep of your foot. Inhale. And as you exhale, rotate towards the ceiling. knee out over the baby toe, like always. Oh yeah, I know you feel it in the booty. Let's get back down. And again, on the exhale, we always rotate. Breathe in, elbow down, inhale, and as you exhale, rotate. Hands on the floor, get off that back foot. Oh, nope, sorry. Keep that knee down, actually. I almost forgot the hamstrings. We got to take care of them. So you can either sit up here or you can stay down. We're going to sit back onto our heel, extending that front leg, feeling a stretch in your hamstrings is what we're looking for here. And come forward. Once again, deep breath. And sitting back. Excuse me. One more time, coming forward. And sitting back. Very nice. And coming forward. All right. Hands on the floor. Curl the back toes under now for real. Come up off your back knee. Switching legs now. Other leg. Up in front. Drop that back knee to the floor. Deep breath in. Elbow down. Breathe. And rotate. Woo. Just crack my back a little bit. Elbow down again. Make sure you're breathing. And rotate up. Inhale. Elbow down one more time. And rotate back towards the ceiling. On the exhale. All right, hands back to the floor. We're going to sit back onto our heels. Okay, and see if you want to sit up, you can. Okay, and just kind of lean forward, try and stretch that hamstring. If not, you can stay down. Come forward again. And come on back. Coming forward again. And coming back on your next exhale. Beautiful. All right. Come on forward. Curl those toes under and come back to your plank position. And then you can get up however you want. Woo! All right. So far, so good. We're going to do some rush burpees. OK, alors pour les rush burpees, on a 5 étapes. On imagine une ligne où on a bien une ligne ou une cible au sol. On touche la ligne, on recule, on descend, on lève les mains et on se relève dans une position sprinter comme si on va sprinter tout de suite après. OK? Alors on touche la ligne, on recule, on descend, on lève les mains et on se relève en position sprinter. On fait ça 5 fois à votre propre temps. C'est parti. Touche la ligne, recule, descend, lève les mains. Bon, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Grunting always makes you go faster. Everybody knows that. Whew. All right. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay. We're going to review the movements very quickly with and without equipment. So if you're using a sandbag, I'm going to go through all the movements right now. If you're using a sandbag or one object, it could be one dumbbell, whatever. Okay. Power cleans. The bag is going to start on the floor. A power clean simply means that you're going to clean the bag. You're going to pull it from the floor to your shoulders in one smooth motion, but I don't want you to squat with it, okay? So we're going to use momentum to get it up here, and then you're going to catch it with your knees bent, yes, but not below parallel, okay? So you're going to stay above parallel, okay? So we're going to review this movement really quick. Just like a deadlift, we want to send our hips back. I don't want you to squat down. Same thing in the sandbag lift itself. Some people do kind of a squat deadlift hybrid thing. I want you to use that posterior chain. Send your hips back. If your hips start to go above your shoulders, that's when we run into problems. So just make sure that you bend your knees according to how far down you need to go. All right? Once you're grabbing onto the bag, we're going to push through the heels to get it to the hips. Once we get to the hips, we're going to shrug our shoulders, and we're going to use that momentum from our legs to then pull it onto our shoulders. And as you can see, I did a little rebend to catch it. Okay, this goes with dumbbells, any equipment you're doing. And if you're using an elastic, make sure it's not too much of a heavy elastic. You're going to be able to just work on your pulling, and then you can punch your elbows through. Okay, or you can even just do a deadlift high pull. All right, so one more time quickly. Push through the heels. Use that momentum to shrug and then pull up onto your shoulders. So that's the power clean. You're going to do 6 of those. You can drop the bag each time, or you can guide it to the floor softly, depending on where you're working out. If you're doing this in your parents' living room, don't drop things, okay? All right, so 12 hollow body press. You're going to use that same weight. You're using a single weight or 2 weights, whatever, okay? Elbows stay tight. What's the difference between this and floor press is that we're going to be in a hollow position, which means our legs are going to be off the floor and our lower back is going to be glued to the floor, okay? So we're going to get into position by bending your knees, pushing your lower back into the floor. Extend your knees, and as you do that, maintain contact between your lower back and the floor. Just because your legs are extended doesn't mean I want you to arch your back, okay? So bend your knees, that way it's going to be easier to push your back, and then extend your legs accordingly. From here, you're going to do 12 reps of hollow body press, where we're keeping our elbows tight and pushing the weight from elbows to the ground to full extension, and then back down. All right? That's the hollow body press. And then for plank shoulder taps, or it just says shoulder taps on the screen, but for shoulder taps, you're going to be in a plank position, hands under the shoulders, feet in line with the hips. You're going to squeeze your bum, squeeze your quads, squeeze your abs, and then you're going to lift one hand off to touch your shoulder and alternate. This can also be done with wide feet. The wider your feet are, the more stability you're going to have. It can also be done from your knees, but don't do it like this. If I see this, I'm going to come over and kick you in the butt to extend your hips. That way you have a little bit of weight under your shoulders here, onto your hands, I should say, and then you can alternate this way. So that's an alternative for the hollow body press. For the shoulder taps. Alternative for the hollow body press, I'm going back up now. You can do the push-up from your knees or just a regular push-up. And the emphasis here, I want you to focus on a stable core, okay? So you're going to be in a nice hollow position in a push-up, down and up, or from your knees, because we are doing 12 every round. You may want to do it from your knees, okay? And finally, if you're doing this without equipment, or if you're doing it with a band, and you want to modify without using your arms, then we're going to put our hands behind our head, send the hips back until we feel tension in our hamstrings, and we're going to be doing jumping good mornings. So we're going to extend the hips, jump, and then land with your knees bent and hips back, okay? So you need to cushion the landing, okay? Faut amortir le mouvement en sautant et en pliant les genoux en atterrissant. Okie dokie, I think I've given all the alternatives. Just a reminder, the numbers are 6 power cleans, 12 hollow body press, 18 shoulder taps. Once you're done that, there's more, okay? 6, 12, 18, 6, 12, 18. We're going to repeat that for 10 minutes. All right, everyone, the timer has started. We're going 10 seconds. We're going to start. 3, 2, 1. I got to turn up that volume. Let's go, everyone. Let's go. So we got 6 power cleans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My colleagues are being nice. You can make noise. Drop them, drop them. All right, hollow body press for 12. 1, 2, 3. Keep that body, lower body, glued to the floor. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, and then 18 shoulder taps in plank position. Wide feet, close hands will give you a little bit more stability. One thing I forgot to mention is 1 tap equals 1 rep, okay? I don't want you down there doing like 38 or 36 shoulder taps. It's too long, okay? Let's go. Round 2 for me. shrug, get up on your tippy toes, and then get yourself under that bag. Or dumbbell, or kettlebell, whatever you're using. Et développé couché avec jambes élevées. Et je commence avec mes jambes pliées. Ensuite, j'ai les jambes tendues avec mon bas du dos bien plaqué au sol. Et je pousse avec les coudes bien serrés. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Bam! Et je me lève. En fait, je me retourne pour les shoulder taps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Et prenez votre temps en vous plaçant avant de bouger. Ok? Je ne veux pas que vous, par exemple, je ne veux pas que vous avez le dos rond avant de commencer vos cleans, par exemple. Alors, avant de commencer le mouvement, assurez-vous de bien vous placer. Boum. Et vous avez vu ça, j'avais le dos droit tout au long. Il nous reste 7 minutes. Alors, on a déjà 3 minutes d'écoulées. Continue comme ça. C'est parti. Let's go. J'ai presque manqué un rep. Et si vous en faites plus que 6, on peut pas comme le rajouter ou le subtraire de le ronde après. Non. On a fait un extra. C'est notre faute. Ok, team. Let's go. On garde le tronc bien contracté, les abdos bien contractés tout au long de cet entraînement. Dans la planche pour les shoulder taps. Dans le creux qu'on crée dans notre corps, le hollow hold. Et bien, dans les cleans, faut contracter les abdos. Let's go. Ok, pourquoi je me lève? Je ne sais pas. Lorsqu'on devient fatigué, on va vouloir faire la rotation au niveau du tronc. 1. Écarter un peu les jambes pour qu'on puisse garder le tronc bien carré au sol. Bon. Ok. Et si vos hanches se baissent, il faut que vous contractez vos abdos et vos fessiers pour garder une ligne droite. Guess what? Pip pip. Ça veut dire 5 minutes qui nous restent. On a déjà moitié rendu à la fin. Okay, let's go team. We're almost there. 5 minutes to go. I hope you're counting your rounds. I know I'm not. All right. Let's go. I did an extra. Whoops, but that's okay. I'm not going to take one away from the next round. That's just me being silly. All right, here we go. Starting with the knees bent, keeping my lower back pressed into the floor. Elbows tight, extending my legs. Woohoo! Yeah, baby! Getting pretty difficult to do this. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can just hear the pitter patter of my colleagues doing their shoulder taps. off the floor. All right, team. I hope you got a little bit of a puddle starting here. I got a few drops on my mat. You know what I got to do? I got to shut up and get to work. I got to stop talking so much. Come on. Squeeze your bum. Squeeze your abs. Push your shoulders into the floor. Woo! All right, round, don't know. It's coming up though. The next round. All right, team. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's do this. Oh, he decides to hang on to it. Okay, full extension. Okay, it's really going to help you in the sandbag lift. Sometimes people will just kind of like cheat and then wrench their back while they're trying to press. Extend your hips. Push from a full extension, getting it high. And then it's way easier to push into the wall. And once it's in contact with the wall, you can drop it. You can't throw the bag against the wall. But as soon as I have the bag here, I don't need to pull it off the wall, right? So get it as high as you can. Push and then drop it and move. Okay, tip of the day. All right, keep moving. We're at the 2-minute warning. If this was NFL football, we'd have a timeout. But there's no timeouts in calf fitness. Okay, come on. Squeeze your bum, squeeze your quads, squeeze your abs. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. This workout, everyone, is about keeping good habits, especially when you're tired. So if you find you're getting tired and you're just doing the reps to do them, now's the time to practice good form under fatigue. That way you don't have to think about having good form while you're under fatigue during your test. Okay, come on. 1 minute to go. Squeeze your bum. Oh, there we go. I see you rotating your upper body, your torso. Don't do that. Keep your torso straight. Please. Come on. Clean it up. Press it up. And tap it up. 2, 30 seconds left. Come on, team. 3, 4, 5, 6, 20 seconds. This is the real part where it becomes like a barn burner here. You're going to be moving, keeping good form, of course. 2, 1, time. Woo! Give yourself a pat on the back. Nice job. Maybe a little self five because I'm in the studio. Woo! All right, team. Guess what? You rock. If you're at home, you rock. If you're at work, you rock. If you're here in the studio with me, you guys rock. If you're on YouTube, you rock. If you're on Facebook, you rock. If you're on Instagram, I can see there's lots of you there. You rock. All right, I have 1 minute to give announcements. So, not next week, the week after maybe? Whenever, October the 20th, which is a Monday, we're going to be doing a hero workout, a modified version of a hero workout that you can do at home. So make sure that you tune in for that. We're going to be honoring Warrant Officer Patrice Vincent, okay? And October 20th is the day for that. So that's going to be a Monday. Make sure that you join me. We're going to be doing that in lieu of the force test prep, okay? Also, Friday is the last day to enter for our contest, okay? Pour notre concours d'abonnement à notre bulletin, le vendredi 10 octobre, c'est le dernier jour pour vous abonner à notre bulletin. En fait, vous pouvez vous abonner après, mais vous ne recevrez pas les prix. Okay, so there is a contest going on right now. Just a reminder, 10th of October, which is this Friday, is your final day to sign up for that. You can still sign up for our bulletin after the fact, but you will not qualify for the prizes in this contest. Okay, whew. Make sure that you join us for that. And finally, I had Isa from PSP Rec. They're doing a imagery contest, so make sure that you check that out. Scan the QR code on the screen. I'm going to pull it up in French here as well, just quickly, so that you can. Concours d'imagerie des facs. Alors, je sais que Isa, elle a hâte de voir vos créations avec les caméras. All right, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you all tomorrow at 0800. Je vous vois à 0800 demain matin. Et bonne journée. Passez la meilleure journée de votre vie. Bye bye.
Bienvenue aux Forces armées canadiennes en forme, votre destination principale pour l'entraînement physique en ligne dans la communauté des facs. Notre mission, c'est d'offrir des programmes de conditionnement physique dynamiques et axés sur les résultats, conçus pour répondre aux divers besoins et désirs des membres des facs. Rejoignez-nous pour nos séances d'entraînement hebdomadaires, en ligne, en direct et bilingue, avec des options pour tous les niveaux de forme physique. Participez à nos défis et explorez notre contenu varié, des séances de mobilité aux programmes ciblés tels que la préparation pour l'évaluation force. Connectez-vous avec notre communauté dynamique en vous abonnant à notre bulletin et en nous suivant sur Facebook, Instagram et YouTube pour rester informé de nos dernières mises à jour et nos événements. Je suis Coach Saul et ensemble, nous sommes les facs en forme.